Like, watch me when I play support. I played support earlier today. Watch how early I roam. I'm leaving lane at like 4 minutes. You go back and forth. You gotta rotate, put pressure on the map, put pressure. Like, try to gank. Throw a little gank out, throw a little Richter hook. Go back to your lane. You know what I mean? Just create pressure on the map. We're playing Kallari. Kallari. What augments do we got here? I'm looking at the wrong people. Cooldowns reset, alt damage, and executioner. I think veracity is better than alt damage, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But it's just like a preference thing. I like veracity, especially if I go assassin crest with like veracity, so that I can actually sustain in fights a little bit. But if you go like judgment, then alt feels a little better. It's kind of it's preference though, so go with whatever you prefer. Okay, we're farming. We're farming. Didn't miss the jump like I always do. Using our 2 on camps, making sure we're getting our crest stacks. That's good. They're against a Seraph, which is kind of a tough matchup. Honestly, their team looks pretty tough to play into. Seraph's pretty good into you. Zora's pretty good into you. Gideon's pretty good into you. Morin's like 50-50 into you. TB is kind of tough sometimes, depending on if he goes pacifier and is good at the game. Looking for a solo gank. You're still going to catch the Gideon on their own back. In biz. Jumped a little early, I would say. So on this, it's like a very micro thing. Right here, you have red buff slow on him. Walk him down with red buff slow. Because you procced red, you don't actually have the 2 on him there. Because you can walk him down. And then you have 2 to follow after the flash, or you can follow into the Zorus, or like avoid the 2 or something like that. I think you played this kind of bad. I think you actually kill them both if you just hold your 2 a little bit longer and play the red buff timer. Like, you can jump once the Zorus comes in, because the Zorus is going to try to stun you. So, like, you come once the Zorus, like, you jump when the Zorus is there, or you walk down the Gideon, basically, and jump after his flash. I do think you kind of played that a little poor, though. That's just, like, you gotta understand you have red buff, specifically. Because your 2 doesn't really do any damage early game. It's more of, like, a... Like, it's better later. I see your carry not being... It's not your job to play the game for your teammates. It's your job to play the game for yourself. Stop worrying about what your teammates are doing and worry about what you're doing. Play the game correctly. You shouldn't play the game incorrectly because you're worried about what your teammates are going to do. It's like a fallacy that people fall into of like, well, if I rotate, then my teammates will die. Okay, well, that's on your teammates. It's not on you. They're creating pressure elsewhere. If your ADC dies, but you kill their mid laner, it's a 1-for-1. So, like, you're getting value. You know what I mean? Okay, this Earth is being a goober in your jungle. Hopefully that makes sense. I see that a lot, though. I see that, like, argument from people a lot. I think it's a little bit of a fallacy. Could get Zealing jump over to 2. I kind of dislike the jump over to 2 just because he came from his red side. So, like, I don't know if you have, did you have vision on him? Okay, you have vision on him backing. I was gonna say I kind of dislike that, but if you have vision on him, I like it. You know that he went to your red side, so you know his 2 sides or his red side's probably up. I would just be careful if he's not ganking mid there, but like you're looking at him in mid, so it makes sense. What was the name of that last song? I got you, bro. 1 second. So yeah, I actually like this invade a lot. You just leave. Just take what you can get. I feel bad to think you could probably help. Yeah, help yourself win the game. That's what you should be thinking about. You know what feels better than stopping your teammate from dying? Winning the game. If your teammate cries about it, let him cry about it. Play your own game. Play to put yourself in a winning position. Try to play to create the most value that you can. I think you're thinking about the game wrong. I like the back. Back sets you up decent tempo. Makes you strong on gank, etc. So where does their ADC get big at? It seems like their mid laner is the big one. Their mid laner's up 700 gold. Okay, here. What are we doing wrong right here? What are we doing wrong right here, Supa? What are we doing wrong? I'll let you tell me real quick. I'll see if you know what you're doing wrong right here. What are we doing wrong? Wrong side of the map for Fang, but you were playing that slow. No, you have nothing to do here. Your soul laner is pushed all the way up. You're walking across the map, man. Just back. Look how much time you take to walk across the map. Back for a spike. You get at least a tier 1 item. You're going to get like 350 item. You're faster, you're duo side. Look how much time it takes you, bro. Look how much time it takes you to walk across the map. Right here, you're already in base. You're at your 4 camp right now. Like, you're just like, you're wasting a lot of time here. Like, I liked your back earlier in case you invaded your red. Or, like, if the Zorus plays up, you have a power spike. But I dislike the fact that you stayed after your 5. I know it's kind of weird to, like, back to back. But it's like, you're crossing the entire... If you're going to cross the entire map, that's bad. Now, if you wanted to look for an invade, because you wanted to see if his, like, blue side was up, I would have liked that. But you didn't look for the invade. Because you could have looked for the invade because you had the power spike. But obviously, his camps are down. You don't know that, though. You maybe know his 3 is down, but you don't know his other camps are down. But if you're walking across the map anyways, just back for your 350 spike, because it takes the same amount of time to walk from red to 4 camp as it does to back and go to 4 camp. So, like, you might as well just back, and if it's a 350 spike, it's a 350 spike, but at least you're, like, you know, you're slightly better tempo. It's a very small thing, but it's the same amount of time. The only difference would be if you're, like, ganking or you're looking for an invade. Now, if you're going to gank mid first, like, let's say their mid is playing up, then you're ganking mid, then you at least are doing something on the map, but otherwise, just back. In that situation, I would have just backed. Here, you're looking for the Gideon. Gideon's, like, half HP. Bro, I fucking hate spectators so much. This might be a little ambitious. You know his 2's coming up. You just saw him on 5 camp. This guy's 1. You missed the knife. That's unlucky. You dashed a little early. I would have probably just ulted, honestly. It's unfortunate your knife hit the minion. He flashes your 2. Yeah, it is what it is. Definitely could have been a kill. Fumbled it a little bit. I think you went the wrong way here. Here, as soon as you see the Morn, you need to be flashing. So right here, as soon as he's out, I'm going up here. I'm not worried about over here. I'm going up here, always. You kind of try to walk to the fog wall. The reason this is better is because the Gideon can't follow up if you go this way. Also, you go back towards mid. Here, you're like... You're walking into the fog wall. If their teammate's there, you're in trouble. What happens? His teammate's there, you're in trouble now. And then you try to ult this way, you hit the wall. It's, like, unfortunate. But you always want to go this way if you have the ability to. Instead, you kind of go this way. You do hit the wall, unfortunately, but it wouldn't have mattered whether you hit the wall or not. You're still in trouble. And again, you flash this way. Now where are you going? This way anyways. You're going up to the top rope anyways. Imagine you were just on the top rope to begin with. You know what I mean? Then you're not getting gone on. You do dance on him a little bit. Playing the fog wall. Little jump. Go to your phase. You get pulled out. You're actually out. Okay, you should be dead here every time. Hold on. You should be dead here. Also, I think you go to the Morn. When you 2 up, I think you go to the Morn. Right here. You can go to this Morn. I think you just go to the Morn and try to trade it. Like, if this is a high reload lobby, you're probably dead here. Just go for the trade. Try to get your 2 on this guy and try to trade it. You do end up walking this way anyways, and he flashes in, so you don't actually just insta-die. But, like, realistically, you're probably dead here in most games. I would just go for the trade. They played that pretty shit, and your phase pulled you out, so you live. But I would try to get a trade there. In most situations, that's what I would be looking for. Yeah, going to wave isn't bad. I actually like this invade a lot. Unfortunate the Gideon comes over here. But I actually like that play a lot. I like the fact that you're trying to push the limit a little bit. I like that. It didn't work, but I liked the thought process there.
You won't know I'm gone.
We're watching this with Supa. Supa, you're like diamond rank, right? Okay, you see the Zars in the jungle. Okay, wrong target prioritization. So here, you have Malady. I get you're trying to turn for this guy. This is like kind of hard to do in the moment though. But right here, you see this Gideon portal up? Right here. Just throw a knife at him. Like, I'm probably killing this guy, guaranteed, because you know he has nothing. So, like, you kill this guy guaranteed, and then you come back to this Aerith. You do kill this Aerith anyways, but, like, you can just throw a knife on this guy, and you get your Malady stack, you kill him for free, guaranteed. If this guy is Flash, you're never killing him. You do get him anyways, because he commits to the Howie, and your Howie gets a good turn. But, I think you take the guaranteed kill, rather than the higher risk kill. You do kill him anyways, but, like, make sure you take the higher percentage kill every time. Like, I would be taking the higher percentage kill. And then you can come back to that guy after. It would be different, though, if you have CC. If you're, like, a CC character, you can maybe peel him out. But you're not a CC character, you're an assassin. So you kind of just want to take your kills, if you can. I would have gave that to the Grux. I don't think I ever take that. You take that, you get that to the Grux, then you go to play Fang. Because if you get that to the Grux, they have to respond to the Grux having Mini, and then you can play Fang for free. I think taking Mini there is troll. Meant to give it to Grux, but Mark took it. Ah, understandable. Skill issue, though. Just gotta account for that, that's all. At least you tried, though. I can respect that. Looking for an invade. I kind of dislike this. Again, you have Mini. You kind of want to be strong. You're looking for an invade here, which is not terrible, but you have to recognize that they're coming off base because they just died. They could still be doing Fang immediately off spawn. You have not reset yet, and you have Mini. They know that you got Mini. They want to get Fang, and they're probably going to get Fang here. So it looks like your mid's going to die, and you're on the other side of the map. I don't like this push. You don't need to be here. Again, look at you're losing Fangtooth. This is because you're just sitting over here. You get value out of this Mini. Like, the value that you get is value that your team would have already gotten anyways. Your Grux is up 2 levels. Well, he's up a level now. But, like, your Grux is ahead. He would be getting this anyways, regardless of if you're here. Now, if you get tier 2, that's nice. They shouldn't give you tier 2, but they are going to give you tier 2. You should never get this in a real game. But at least you use it in a way that you at least get tier 2, so that's good. But you should never get tier 2 here, in my opinion. That's like a misplay from the enemy team. Here I'm backing. Probably. 2500 gold in pocket. I think you're overstaying after this tier 2. You get tower plates in mid. This again, like, you're losing your blue side. At least you're getting something in response. But you're, like, not really farming. And then as a result, you're kind of like, your tempo on the map is low. So like you said, their ADC got really big this game. This is why the ADC got really big this game. It's because you're playing the solo side tier 2, and then you're like, where are you going to farm to next? Your red side, right? You're staying on map too long. You have no spike, so you're going to have to back after your red side here, and then you're going to have no play. So it's like right here, you're just holding too much. Back after the tier 2, clear your red side, and then you're on tempo to be in the duo side. Like, had you backed, instead of going mid, right, after this tier 2, this all would be down, and you could be here helping your howitzer right now, right? Like, you could be at this fight, potentially. Because you stayed for those, like, you know, you looked for stuff, and then you tried to, like, do X, Y, and Z. Now you're, like, off tempo, so now your map is kind of sus. Here you see the Seraph. I'd be looking for a blue side invade now. Looking to defend mid tower, which is also, like, okay. Please don't jump to the start. Hold your jump for his. Missed the knife, unlucky. Still have no spike, you're sitting on 3k gold. You probably kill this guy if you don't have 3k gold in your pocket. This all just comes from the fact that you didn't back earlier. Like, you just have no tempo right now. You're ahead, but you have no tempo. Like, you're up 800 gold, but you have 0 pressure on the map. If you're ever backing and buying a full item, you're probably playing the game incorrectly. Soup is plat 1. Looking for a mid gank. You don't have ult, but you still kill. I like that you gank mid. A lot of people think you can't kill Gideon. You recognize that you can. Look for an invade. You don't need to be here. Okay, here. He's going to take tower no matter what. I assume you have a wave here. I assume, like, the spectator, just the wave is not showing. No, you don't have a wave. He cleared it. Okay. Yeah, just look for an invade. You don't need to be here. Or look to, like, counter-rotate duo. You're getting an invade. This is good. So here, you see his red's down. You can see if his 5's down. If his 5's down, I want to see you go to his blue side. Okay, you're looking for the gank. You have no play here. Look at their HPs. You have no play. Do not go duo lane here. Go to his blue side. There's no Fangtooth. There's no play. You could maybe defend tower, but I'd rather you... Like, you're going to get mid tower no matter what because you ganked mid. You have no play here. There's 0 play. If they tower dive and they give you a play, they're dog shit at the game. You should never kill anybody here. You probably even die for this if they're playing well. They don't kill you for it, so you're just here to defend tower. Again, you don't need to be here. There's just no play. There's no play. Just take his blue side. Like, take his blue side, do seedling, etc. And then reset for tempo on mini. Reset. Tempo. This is another tempo thing. Again, 1400 gold in pocket. Mini prime's coming up. You have no blue side. Your red side's pretty much done except for your 5 camp. Reset for tempo. They're going to stay too long with too much gold. I feel like your biggest problem that I'm seeing right now is that you're just not backing on tempo, and you're not like because you're not backing on tempo, you're dropping, like, you're in positions to drop kills, and then you're also like not in the positions that you should be for fights. Good kill in mid. Go into his blue side. That's a little sus walking to the fog wall. I don't know if I like that. Walk towards your teammates. Go to your phase. He heals you up. Again, no mana though. You're just getting seedling. Your team is all here. You have a 5-man rotation to this mini. You're losing tier 2 duo or tier 1 duo, but like you have no mana. You can't really fight this. You're just here for a smite. It's because you didn't back after that 4. Again, back. Fangtooth is up. Back. Thank you. Back. Okay, what are you going to do here? With all of your mana, what are you doing here? What are you about to do in this fight? Jerk off on him? Like, you have no mana, bro. And this, again, comes from the fact that you didn't back from 4 camp. If you backed at 4 camp, you would have mana for this even after the mini. You do catch the TB. You're still 0 mana, though. Again, just imagine you have mana here. You're killing everybody. The only pack for full items this game. Real.
This is a bad game for tempo. I don't think you're playing, like, bad. I just think your tempo is really bad. Like, mechanically you're playing okay. Like, you're missing a couple knives. It's whatever, it happens. You know what I mean? I miss fucking knives, too. It's just part of the game. But, like, your biggest thing is just tempo. Like, that seems to be your biggest problem. For what it's worth, tempo is one of the hardest things to learn. And it's really just a matter of, like, do I have a play? Am I going to go for a play? No, I'm just going to reset. You know what I mean? Like, that's really all it comes down to. Is just a matter of, like, there's nothing for me to do here. Or, like, the amount of time it takes me to walk where I'm going to go to, I might as well just back to go there faster. You know what I mean? Like, here you're backing because you're going to walk to your red side. Okay, the game just glitched out. Spectator, I guess. Like, bro, you have 3,500 in pocket. Please don't walk duo here. Brother. 3,500 gold in pocket, you're about to get timed out for 3,500 seconds. Fucking back. Holy shit. The fact that you're even able to get kills here is insane. You kill all of these people if you have backed at any point in this game. Bro thinks he's playing TFT, man. Let me get my bonus gold. You deserve that. Now imagine you didn't have 3,500 gold in your pocket. Actually, 4K, I think, when you died, because you got kills. Let me go take a look. Let me take a look. Let's see how much gold you got here. Ah, 4K gold! You're about to get 4,000 seconds, buddy! Fucking back! What are we doing? This is a full item and a tier 2, bro. Like, what are we doing? You're up 2,500 on their jungler, but you're down 1,500 in power spike because you didn't spend it. How are you up 2,500, but you're down 1,500? Back, motherfucker. Bro thinks the economy's gonna crash, dude. He's invested in gold. God damn. This is a real gold gooner right here. And it's actually great. Just back.
No, he's plat 1. Especially on Kallari. She's like a very item-dependent character. You want items as fast as possible. Is it VOD review or the sub gold day? This is the VOD review. I already did the sub gold day, like a week and a half ago or something. Did the 12-hour stream Saturday, and we are 26 away from the drinking gold stream. Fuck it back right now for tier 2. I mean, that would be the best back he's done all game. Okay, back right here. What do I want to see, bro? What do I want to see? Right here. What is your goal here? Like, what is the next play on the map? Right. Fangtooth. I want to see you back before Fangtooth. Okay. I want to see you back before the objectives. You're looking for a play before the objective? That's okay. You're looking for a pick. You don't get it right here. Just back. Right? You get 900 gold in pocket. Fangtooth's up in a minute. Back right now. If you're not going to get a play, back. Right here. They're not going to give you a play. This right here is your time to back. This spot right here is your time to back. You get your power spike. Right? It's not a huge power spike, but it's like a tier 2 item plus a tier 1 item. Right? You back, and then you fight on Fangtooth. Right here, you're fighting before Fang. No power spike. You may or may not get stuff. You're trying to force the 4v5, which I understand, but also you can just force the 4v5 on the objective. You do get kills anyways, but, like, you kind of ran it. You trade 1 for 1. And that's like an okay trade. Again, you haven't backed for a spike. Fang still isn't up yet. Just fight on the objective. Especially when you're this far ahead. Your Grux is doing Grux shit. Your phase is trolling him. For some reason. You kill the Gideon. This is just like a matter of like... This is like a classic like platinum play. Of like, I'm going to fight you in your jungle for no reason. You know what I mean? This is a classic like, I'm going to fight him for no reason. Fangtooth still hasn't even spawned yet. And you just decide to fight for no reason. You do get kills. It's a 2 for 1. Probably could have been more. Grux probably should have killed both people, but the phase kind of trolled him.
Again, Fang now comes up. You still haven't back for a spike. Their team is now able to come. Right? They can maybe play exits. It's just weird the way you're playing this. Just play on the objective. You don't have to actually, like, play in a position, like, you jumping over this wall and forcing the fight is not the play, right? Play, like, around here, you know, throw poke, throw your right click, something like that. Otherwise, just back. If you're not gonna, like, you never want to full engage. You don't want to use your ultimates, things like that, unless you have a guaranteed play. You're kind of just forcing a fight for no reason, instead of just backing for your power spike and then fighting on the objective. Force them to fight you on the objective. They have to walk into you. Your team has all the pressure in the map right now. They have no inhib on solo side. You can guaranteed get a 4v5 on the objective. You can guaranteed force them to walk into you. Like, you have zero reason to ever force a fight here. Just relax. Relax for a second. Take your spike before the objective. Here, you still have him back, by the way. 2k gold in pocket. And you're going to walk duo here. I guarantee it. Power spike is when you have more items than the other guy. Power spike is when you're the strongest point in the game that you can possibly be. Meaning you've spent all of your gold. Right here, he has 2,400 gold in pocket. He's at 1,200, or 12k gold. The enemy jungler's at 9,600, right? If they're jungler, how much gold does he have in pocket? He has 900. He's going to spend, though. Oh, let me watch him spend his gold. Okay. Their jungler, right? 9,600 gold. You're at 12.2. You're actually at 9.8. So you are even with their jungler at this point in the game. Like, right now, you are even. Because you haven't spent your gold. So you don't have a spike. You're even. Even though you're ahead, you're even because you haven't spent. That's what, like, a power spike is. So you have no lead. But then you're making plays like you have a lead. And, like, it's a platinum game, so you might not get punished as hard as you should. But, like, again, right here, you're probably killing this Gideon if you have a spike. But you're just not as strong as you should be. And it's because you're not backing at any point. Even if you had backed, like, before that Fangtooth, per se, right, you would still have spent an extra 1,000 gold. You would still be up 1,000 gold. Instead, now you're just even. So, like, you're still not ahead. And if you die, it's really bad. Especially when it could be, like, easily avoided. Like, here, we're fighting for nothing. Literally zero reason to fight. You guys already got Fang. Just chill. Your objective should be to fight on the objectives. What objectives are up? Shaper or Prime. Zero reason to fight in this duo lane right here. The whole video would be, what the fuck are you actually doing? What are we talking about? Try VOD review or silver games and watch them have a stroke trying to explain. I mean, it's a matter of getting better at the game. If you feel like a VOD review could help you get better at the game, then I'll give you a VOD review, you know what I mean? That's just a matter of helping you get better at the game. If you're in silver, you're in silver. If you want to get better at the game, and you don't mind getting roasted a little bit, obviously I gotta keep it a little bit entertaining. Here, what are we doing? Like, what am I watching? Like, I'm trying to keep it entertaining, of course, so, like, I'm memeing a little bit. But I do want you to get better at the game, and I'm trying to give you actual advice on how to get better at the game, of course. Here, your whole team is dead. I wonder why they're dead. It's almost like you took a fight while you didn't back, and then, you know, all that, yada yada. Here, your goal is never to really... Like, you're unlikely to steal this. Right here, you're looking for kills exclusively. Right? That's your only play. We never jump in. Like, what are we doing here? You're going to kill that guy at 100% HP? Just poke. You can even see the HP on the objective. You know it's at 10k. They're not burning it. It's not dead. Just poke. Throw knives. Proc your passive. And just chill. There's zero reason for you to ever hard commit to this. You have zero reason to fight here. It's 10k. You know it's 10k. You saw it at 10k. As soon as you're on this ward, you know it's at 10k. You just run it. Why are we running it? Like, you actually just ran this. If you play this slower... You know, throw some right clicks, maybe hit a Gideon with a right click, something like that. You could just kill this guy. You also have the best burst in the game. Kallari ult plus Smite is the highest burst in the game. There's like, some characters are like really good at screening objectives. Kallari ult, Zorus right click, stuff like that. Like Shimby right click, stuff like that. Or not Shimby, sorry. Countess right click, like stuff like that is really good at securing objectives. There's zero reason for you to ever even go in here when it's at 10k. Just poke. Throw knives. If they hesitate to do this, the 6th man, aka or Prime, will just be giving them back shots the entire time. You have zero reason to play in like that. You just try to hard commit to an objective when 4 people are full HP and the objective is at 10k. There's zero reason for you to ever do that. That was the hardest int I've ever seen anybody do, and I've seen bronze players play this game. I could queue up a Nitro right now, and my teammates probably wouldn't run it as hard as you just ran it. Bro finally back for an item, and he said, it's my time. Like, what was that? You lose Shaper, you lose Orb. Your team is now behind off that, by the way. You just gave up like fucking 6k gold. From that fight in duo lane plus double objective, you give like 6k gold. Let me get this from a top-down perspective on this team fight. Okay, you're on the side. This is fine. Okay, here, identify your targets. Who are you trying to kill? ADC plus Gideon. Those are your targets. Specifically, ADC is 9 and 1. He has a bounty. That's the guy you want to kill. Let's see who you go on. You hit the Gideon because you're standing still. That's fine. You 2, I would never 2 in here. There's zero reason. Nobody's in kill range. You don't get punished for it. That's okay. Here, I'm just playing straight cleanup. I think you're playing this fight very bad. I think you're playing this fight to make a play instead of actually, like, play correctly. So here, in my opinion, you're sitting up here and you're just creating space. If they're looking at you, they're not looking at your team. Force them to look elsewhere. Right. Sit up here, because you can do the exact same thing you're doing right here from this right side. Right. If you're sitting on top rope, you could throw nice at this Gideon. Right. As soon as the Gideon portals right here, bam. Now you're on his asshole. Dude's dead instantly. Right. Like, you could play with your howitzer, right? You're playing a collapse. You play the options. You don't have to play where you're playing right now. I think where you're playing right now is very bad. But, like, imagine you're playing up here, right? You see that Gideon flash? He's dead every time, right? Imagine you're playing here. If this TB ever dashes, you're on his ass, right? Like, right here, you're helping this guy clean him up. Now you're in this back line. Now you're collapsing on him, right? Like, it just gives you extra options to play the game, and it allows you to play the team fight in a better position, and allows you to pick your target a lot more situationally as opposed to playing in front of you. This is more of an assassin thing. But it's true in like a lot of situations where like where you're playing in the team fight makes a big difference on how you can impact the team fight. Just play like weird when you're playing a character like Kallari. You're playing exclusively to get people when they have no mobility. You're playing to get cleanup. You're playing when abilities are down. You want to be there to get the people that are low HP. You're not gonna be the first guy in. You don't want to play like you're gonna be the first guy in. Now, if you're like a Grux or something, I wouldn't mind that play as much because you're trying to be like frontliney, you know, set up for your teammates. But on Kallari, that's not the way you play the character. That's just like a recognition of like the character that you're playing, and then also the targets that you have to hit. The Ringer's caught up. Now, he was still up like 2k gold after the objective, but yeah, their team just kind of ran it, so now you're up 3k again. Should be an easy Fang. What's up, Chaz, by the way? Good morning. Bro, I hate spectator in this. Like, why am I... It has me locked onto the fucking meteor, bro. Okay, here. 2 on this guy. I don't know if I like that too. But, you know, you don't really get punished for it. It's fine. If his team's around that corner, though, you're in trouble. Okay, here. This is a classic example of... They have to walk into you. You guys have prio. So right here... Solo wave, push all the way up, right? Somebody's gonna have to answer that. There's Horus is dead. He'll probably get it off base. Their Gideon's all the way pushed up in mid. You could look for the Gideon, perhaps, right? You want mid prio, so you want wave to be pushed in mid. It's unfortunate the Gideon is allowed to push up so much, but like, he's getting a free tier 2 right now because you guys aren't doing anything. If you know he's gonna push tier 2, pull the objective, right? You have lifesteal, you can pull it. You have a phase, make them walk into you, and then you force the fight. Instead, now it's kind of like they get to clear this wave for free. This guy gets to push mid. You are going to collapse on him, which is good. You should have did it a little earlier, perhaps. But, you know, it's good that you're doing it now, at least. Just ult him. There you go. Just ult, guarantee the kill. Your team's gonna fight without you. This is bad by your team. They're gonna get kills anyways, but like they're giving the enemy team a chance to play the game, which is incorrect from your team, but it is what it is. Now you pull the objective, 3v5. They do kill the Seraph, but again, that's a bad play by your team. They just need to wait for you to kill the Gideon, and then you play 4v5. But alas, it worked out anyways. Free objective should be into like setting your waves, and then you're maybe pushing tier 2s here. You don't get Prime. Prime is down, so you probably can't end the game. It's unlikely that you end the game unless you wipe. You're just trying to get your waves pushed up, and then you're trying to play tier 2s. You did get any earlier, that's for sure. Yeah, it's awkward because you didn't do it fast enough, but then it was like fine that at least you got him eventually, but your team just shouldn't take that fight there. This is good, you're just walking away. You saw the Morn, you're just walking away. Again, you're just trying to push your waves. You're trying to get tier 2s here, that's your objective, tier 2s, and then you're getting Orb Prime after. You can't push inhibs. You're backing now for some reason. If you're going to back before the objective. So right here, what did we just do? What did we just waste? 35 seconds on Orb Prime, or on Fangtooth? For what reason? Right? Here. Look how much time we waste here. Okay, we did the objective. 25-40. What do we do here? 25-42. Let's see how much time we waste here. Okay, we push the wave. We do nothing. We back. Okay, we wasted 35 seconds to do what? Reset to then push the wave again. Just back first, so then when you're actually pushing that wave to start, now you're pushing the wave. Instead, you kind of back after. So then you push the wave, and then you back, and then you waste extra time for no reason. Now you just don't have Primal as long. Kind of goofy. And do you understand how that makes sense? Like, you understand the thought process there? Now you're pushing waves. Should have just happened earlier. You save an extra 20 seconds on Primal. You get a little bit of a better fight. You get a little bit of a better siege. I like this play. This is a good catch. TB thinks he's him. I'm going to ego back. Get your ass eaten. Here. Okay, this is the exact, again, what we just talked about. Play the angle. Okay, play the option. You kill the TB over here, play behind tower, you kill all of these people in their tower. Imagine you're right here, bro. Imagine you're playing this side of the fight. Right, you play the option, bang, you pick that kill up, bang, you pick this kill up, bang, you get this kill. They're all dead, you win the fight. You're playing two, like, in your backline. And because you don't kill this Gideon, you can't end the game. If you kill that Gideon there, you end the game. Now it's probably like you get inhib, and then you reset, do orb, probably. It does, like, I understand why you walk back to your team, too. It's kind of awkward, like, if your team walks backwards, and then, like, they don't end up going in their tier 2, it's kind of weird. But if your team loses a 4v4 with Primal, that's not on you, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's not on you. You got yours, you got your pick. You're playing the option, now you're playing to get clean up. If your team loses a 4v4 with Primal, they didn't deserve to win the game anyways. You know what I mean? Position, like, correctly, regardless. There's gonna be an orb. I want to see you reset after this orb. Reset. Kill Shaper. Push with the Shaper minion while you have Orb Prime. End the game. Unless they run it right here, in which case you just end the game. But please don't do this play. Please don't do this play. Just back. Look at your team. See your teammates? Your Grux is backed. Let me get that in half speed. You're an ape. You're an ape. You're an ape. Okay, you kill this guy. Again, this is like a very higher risk play for zero reason. You kill this guy. Now what are you doing? You're farming 3 camp. Why are we farming 3 camp, buddy? End the fucking game. Like, what are we doing here? Do Shaper and the game. Now we're backing. In the fucking game, man. Now you want to back. Motherfucker said I got a full item. 4K gold in my pocket. Time for me to back. Like, Brother. Now you want to back, huh? Like, didn't want to back for the first 25 minutes of the game. Now you want to back. Pick a fucking struggle. Now we're backing!
Don't wait up.
We do Shaper and we back! Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this awesome push we're getting out of the Shaper minion. Look at this. Look at my teammates that are here to push this with Prime. Look at this. Imagine you're here with Prime now. But you want to back now. End the fucking game. Do Shaper to get no value. Your team's ending without you. I'm gonna back now. You didn't even buy a 500 pot. You deserve for this game to be a 45-minute game for that one, I'm gonna be honest. Girthy Toast putting up the quad, love to see it. You played that like end game really bad. The last like 3 minutes of that game is really bad. Holy shit, the last like 3 minutes of that is terrible. But yeah, I think your biggest issue is just tempo. Like just back better and like think about why you're backing and when you're backing a little bit more. Get your power spikes and then just like, you know, other than that's like your biggest problem is just your tempo and your backing, I think. Your mechanics are like okay. I know you're kind of a one trick. Maybe play a little bit more than just Kallari. No offense. But your biggest thing is just tempo and then just like making sure like your tempo will fix a lot of your issues because like you don't really gank that much early, but if your tempo is better, the ganks will be in a better position for you in the first place, and then your mechanics will be able to show a little bit better because it's not like you're missing that many abilities and stuff like that, but like you're just not in the right spot when you're supposed to be there. And then be at objectives on time, reset before the objectives, force the team to come into you, etc. Like be on the objectives on time, make sure they're walking into you instead of like I'm just gonna lose Fangtooth for no reason, right? Stuff like that. Like, but a lot of that will be fixed if you just use your tempo correctly. Hopefully that's like helpful though. I do think that's like definitely your biggest issue though is tempo. It's like your tempo is pretty sus. And if you play against a better jungler, you're just gonna get like hard invaded because they know that you're not backing and shit like that. Like again, the fact that you're up 3k gold on that guy, but you're even because you haven't reset at all, is kind of criminal.